Hey guys, Urban Combat Survivor here. Picking up this video where I left off the last one. So this will be laying the foundations, SHTF Safe Zones 104.5. Alright. I left off on wish lists, shopping lists, that kind of thing. My plan is to make shopping lists, base shopping lists, for the things that I feel are going to be needed for the area that I have mapped out as my ideal safe zone setup. When I start going out on forays, or I start sending guys out on forays, my plan is to pick up things not only for my situation, personally in my home, but for the securing and maintenance and running of the safe zone itself into at least the midterm. Setting up barricades, things like rolls of chain, if you can't pick them up beforehand, you're not going to be able to probably store enough chain for yourself to do the whole safe zone. But you can pick up lengths of chain that may stretch across the smaller streets that you can run from one telephone pole to another to make a chain barrier. And then you park a car or two behind that to make a barricade. I'll get into security in another video, but the point is make shopping lists, necessary lists, and then progress that into wish lists. What that means is don't discard things that you think, oh, I'm never going to get one of those. Put it on the list. Put it on a wish list. Think about the necessity for not only barricading, setting up security, setting up communications. If you can bang a Walmart or a Kmart or something like that, and you can get some workable radios that you don't already have, cheap little workable walkie-talkie style radios that you can hand out to other people that may be doing patrols in your area so that you guys can communicate. Those are good things. Plans for things like small heat sources, just little heat sources, because come wintertime, people are going to be freezing. But throw on your wish list, yeah, you make a trip to Lowe's and grab as many wood stoves as you can grab with the pipe and the whole thing, put that on your list. It's a wish list. You're probably not going to get that, but what the hell? Throw it on the list. You're going to be sending out patrols. When I get into the security thing, I'll talk about that. You're going to be sending out patrols beyond the perimeter of your safe zone anyway in order to maintain your safe zone. So have wish lists ready. But have lists ready of the shit that you need to pick up immediately in the first 3 days, in the first week, in the first 2 weeks of a breakdown situation, where you're starting to cobble together all these neighbors, all these different families into a community. When you're cobbling these people together, when you've got them communicating, when you've got them thinking in the concepts of safe zone and keeping the safe zone operational, keeping it maintained, keeping it running smoothly, that's when you can start looking at things like upgrading your defenses. You can start looking at things like starting to talk and lay the foundation for things like food production. If you can get yourself into a situation where you can start providing starter items for people, that's great. But I don't anticipate many of us are going to be able to get into that place because of finances. The recession, the economy just sucks. Yes, I know the recession's been over since June of 2009. We were just too stupid to realize it, right? Now I can stop being broke. Anyway, different topic, different video. The whole point, the thing that you want to concentrate on in the first week to 2 weeks is getting your communities to start thinking together as a safe zone, getting them to start working together, getting them to start making the changes necessary to maintain security. Things like lines of sight around the perimeter of your safe zone. If there are trees out there and people have tools that can bring those trees down and those trees are blocking your sight, don't just think about dropping that tree and using it for firewood. Think about dropping that tree and possibly using it to enhance your barricades. That kind of thing. Start talking to people after the first week or two, when people start getting hurt, the odds are you're going to have at least somebody with basic first aid or medical knowledge in your area, if you live in a city. So even if it's just basic knowledge, start talking to those people about, hey, maybe we should set up some kind of little medical place because the hospitals are all freaking closed, so we got to do something. Maybe we can start that. And by the way, when I ran out on this foray, I grabbed a bunch of medical gear. I don't know how good this stuff is. I don't know. I just grabbed stuff I thought would be good. And who knows, that person might be able to then construct you another list that you can go try to grab. These are things that... Friggin' mustache hair going wild there. Huh. Anyway, the goal in the first weeks is forming a community from these disparate entities that you have in your neighborhood. Get people thinking in the right direction, and get people realizing that you don't just have a little plan. You're not just Johnny on the spot for the immediate shit. You've thought this stuff through. Then if you want to start having that conversation, when you have people starting to realize that this is going to be a longer term situation than a few days, than just a riot, people are going to start asking you questions, and just be ready to answer them. Look, how do you know this shit? Well, I watched the news, and I really thought this might be coming. So I made plans for it. I thought this shit out. Don't be condescending in it. Be sure not to be condescending to those people that weren't prepared, because you're going to alienate them, and they're all going to start looking at you as some cocky problem. So don't be condescending just because you were ready and they weren't. The difference between you and them is that something tripped for you. That's it. There was some single event that triggered something for you that they didn't have the benefit of. So don't think you're better. Just give the benefit of your preparation knowledge. Not your food stores. Keep that quiet. But your knowledge. And if people start asking, well, did you put food up? Did you put anything like that up? Say, well, I had to go to the supermarket. Obviously, I thought about it, but financially, I wasn't able to put very much up. I got enough for a week or two in there. Something like that. Whatever your situation is. But at the end of the day, the first few days to few weeks is going to be critical for the establishment of community cohesiveness, for the establishment of a safe zone. So you need to work diligently. You need to bite your tongue whenever the hell you need to bite it. Understand that people are going to be snappy. People are going to be afraid. People are going to be upset. Be calm. Have a very calm, confident presentation, and have an answer to their questions. If that happens, you will be able to put together a community into a safe zone in a very short period of time. Then if later on down the road, you guys, 6 weeks in, everything's settled down and everything's great, cool, no problem. Everybody goes back to normal fucking life. But if not, you've got that foundation laid already. So that's it. From here on out, all of the next few videos in the series are going to be 201, 202. They're going to be a little bit more advanced stuff. The next few steps in. I don't know I don't know how far I'm going to go with these videos. I don't know. I know that I've got my stuff planned 7 steps deep. So I don't know if I'm going to make videos on that level, but I probably will. At least some rudimentary ones on those levels. So I hope this video helps. I hope these got you thinking some. I hope they clarified some things, because I know a lot of people have some concerns about how they're going to start talking to their neighbors. I talked in the response to that video that was taken down to Timbo749 about doing little things now. Nod to your neighbors, wave hello. If somebody's carrying, couching, give them a hand. Help people out. Just little stuff. You don't got to go crazy out of your way, but just start establishing that you are a positive force in your community. People will see you as a positive, maybe not a friend, but oh yeah, that guy, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy. And this will help you in the long run. If the shit comes down, you don't want people looking at you like that asshole. I mean, you can. It's still going to work. People are still going to look at you if you have a plan, but it's going to undermine that plan if people already have a negative opinion of you. So do what you can to start remedying that. Grow up, be an adult, and wave to your fucking neighbors. That's all it takes. So, so that's it for the foundational series, and the rest of the stuff should be coming up in the next weeks. Urban Combat Survivor, signing off.